Hi, everyone. My name is Chelsea Roff. I'm the founder and director of a nonprofit organization called Eat, Breathe, Thrive, and I'm really thrilled to be one of Lululemon's Here to Be partners. The mission of Eat, Breathe, Thrive, the organization I run, is to prevent and help people fully overcome eating disorders. And we do that by offering yoga-based programs that support mindful eating, emotional resilience, and positive embodiment. And positive embodiment is just a big fancy term that means feeling at home in your own skin, feeling at home in your own body. I'm really happy to be here today with my friends Shauna and Jess. They're going to be practicing with me today and with you at home. If your body doesn't look like Shauna's or like Jess's or like mine, don't worry about it. It's not what the poses look like today. It's not how advanced your poses or whether you get your leg behind your head. It's more about what's happening on the inside. And speaking of the inside, we're going to begin with a breathing practice. So if you're at home, go ahead and come to the top of your mat. I'm just going to move back here. And you can grab a bolster, you can grab a blanket, you can grab even a pillow if you're at home, but come to a comfortable seated position. So you can have your legs crossed like this, or sit on a bolster like Shauna's doing up here. So we're going to begin today with a breathing practice designed to activate the rest and digest part of your nervous system. So that's the part of the nervous system that gets active when we're relaxed, when we're going to sleep, when we're not running around and doing all the stressful parts of our day. Your breath is kind of your way to talk to your nervous system. So we're going to start with some really slow and deep breathing. I'm going to have you bring your hand up and bring it right in front of your face. I like to pretend this hand is a mirror, so right in front of your face. Take a really deep breath in through your nose. And then as you exhale out onto your hand like it's a mirror, so like you're fogging up a mirror. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, fog up the mirror. One more time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, you can bring your hand down now. Let's do that again without the hand in front of the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Again like that. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Last time. Deep breath. And exhale. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to keep the mouth closed but make the same sound as we're exhaling. So it's like valving the back of your throat. I'll show it to you first and then you can do it with me. It's a deep breath in through the nose, just like before. And then the sound as we exhale will sound something like this. So I think of it almost like you're holding back a yawn. Okay, so let's do that together. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Good, again like that, deep breath. And exhale. Final time, deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, one more component to this breath. We're going to see if we can keep the sound going on the inhale. So as you inhale, again, I think of it like if you're at a party and you don't want someone to know you're yawning, so you keep your mouth closed, but the back of your throat gets kind of big as you inhale. That's what we're doing as we inhale. So the mouth will be closed, but we'll take a deep breath and valve the back of the throat. Okay, so let's let all the breath out together first. Okay, inhale. And exhale with the mouth closed. Again like that, deep breath. Exhale. And then 2 more times. Last one. Good, you can breathe normally now. I just want you to do a check-in with your body first before we move in. Notice if anything shifted just in the couple minutes we've been breathing. All right, so now we're going to add some movement in with the breath. So I want you to see if you can line your movement up to be exactly in alignment with your breath. So if you're doing an inhale and raising your hands up overhead, see if you can use the entire length of the inhale to bring the hands together. And then if we're bringing the hands to heart, use the entire length of the exhale to bring your hands back to your heart. So we'll begin with hands at heart. Bring your hands just in front of your sternum. As you inhale, slowly bring your hands up overhead. Use that deep breath with the valving of the back of the throat as you do. Exhale, bring your hands slowly back to heart. You can always open your mouth on the exhale too. That's perfectly fine. Inhale, both hands go up overhead. Use the whole inhale as you move. Exhale, slowly bring your hands back to heart. We'll do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're going to add on another movement this time. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up overhead, lift and reach. As you exhale, bring your right hand down beside you and reach your left hand overhead. Right hand can come down to the earth, or if you've got a block there, you can bring it to a block as well. Inhale, slowly reach all the way back up. Get long, reach as high as you can. Nice. Exhale, left hand down, bring your right hand overhead. So left hand comes down to the earth, right hand reaches all the way overhead. Good. Inhale, reach all the way back up, bring your palms together at the very top of the inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Do it again. Inhale, reach up and out, reach as high as you can as you inhale. As you exhale, bring your right hand down to the earth and reach your left hand overhead. Inhale, bring your right hand up to meet your left, reach high. Exhale, bring your left hand down and reach your right hand overhead. So left hand to the earth, right hand reaches overhead. Inhale, reach up, lift through your heart and chest. And exhale, hands to heart. Do a couple more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your right hand down, reach your left hand overhead. Notice the stretch on the left side of your body. Inhale, reach up, both hands go up, get as tall as you can as you reach. Exhale, bring your left hand down, reach your right hand overhead. Inhale, both hands go up, get tall, keeping your seat planted. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Last one like this. Inhale, reach up. Palms come together at the top of the inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand to the earth, reach your left hand overhead. Enjoy that left side stretch. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up. Get as tall as you can while you're seated. Exhale, left hand down, right hand overhead. Inhale, reach all the way up to standing, reach all the way through your fingers. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a deep breath here, in through your nose. Let's go ahead and sigh this one out through the mouth. All right, go ahead and come to standing, top of your mat. You can move the block or the bolster out of the way, or if you've got a pillow, you can go ahead and move it out of the way. Good. Come all the way to the top of your mat if you're not there already. And you can bring your feet together if you like. You can also have them hips width distance apart. You might try both and notice how it feels in your body. Okay, hands to heart, and we're just going to do the same sequence standing up. So inhale, both hands go up. Reach as high as you can. Use the whole inhale to rise. Exhale, bring your right hand down toward your side and reach your left hand overhead. Press through your left foot as you reach. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Use that whole inhale to lift and reach up with both hands. Exhale, bring your left hand down and reach your right hand overhead. Good. Inhale, reach up with both hands. Get as tall as you can. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up and out. Get as tall as you can. Exhale, right hand down, left hand overhead. Inhale, reach up with both hands, get tall. Exhale, bring your left hand down, reach your right hand overhead, press through the outside of your right foot. Inhale, reach both hands up. And exhale, slowly bring your hands to your heart. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, reach both hands up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand overhead. Inhale, reach both hands up, get tall. Exhale, left hand down, right hand overhead. Inhale, reach both hands up, bring your fingers together at the top. And exhale, bring both hands to heart. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit more on this time. So inhale, reach up just like you did before. Use the whole inhale. As you exhale, this time you're gonna dive forward. So bring both hands down toward the earth. And if you like, you can bring your hands to blocks here. So blocks work really well. I did this sequence in my hotel room this morning, and I actually used cups. So you can use water bottles, you can use anything. But if your hands don't easily reach the ground, do what Sean is doing here and bring something there to keep your torso lifted so there's ease in the backs of your legs. Okay, so let your head drop if it hasn't already. From here, I want you to inhale, lift your heart and chest, bring your hands to your shins if they were on the ground before, or keep them on blocks. Exhale, fold back into your body. Let's do that again. Inhale, hands to shins or blocks, lift and lengthen, lift through your chest. Great. Exhale, fold back in. One more time. Use the whole inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold back into yourself. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Bring both hands overhead as you stand up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach both hands up. Exhale, fold all the way forward, hands to blocks or hands to your mat. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins or hands to blocks. Lift your heart and chest. Exhale, fold back into your body. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Bring your palms together at the very top of your inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach both hands up. Good. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Allow your head to drop and your neck to release as you exhale. Good. Inhale, lift your heart and chest. Extend through your spine. Good. Exhale, fold all the way back forward. Inhale, press into your heels as you lift and reach all the way up to standing. Palms come together overhead. Nice. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, we're gonna add on a little more this time. Inhale, both hands reach up, lift and reach through your fingers. Exhale, fold all the way forward to your mat. Remember to breathe deeply. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen just like you did the first time. Exhale, fold back into yourself. On this inhale, bring your hands to the ground if they're not there already, and step all the way back to the back of your mat like you're about to do a push-up. Good, you can take your time getting back here. We're gonna take this first one really slow. So once you step back, what I want you to do is bring your shoulders just above your wrists. Press through your heels, and then see if you can bring your hips just below your shoulder line. So Shauna, lift through your heart here. There you go, extend through your heart. Nice, and if this is a lot, what I want you to do is bring your knees down to the mat. And so you know what, why don't we go ahead and do that, everybody, this time, this first one. Nice, once you've got your knees down to the mat, see if you can walk your hands forward enough that your hips come down to the same line so that we're not in an all fours position with our tailbone up, and we're not also sinking through our pelvis. We want to come up to a straight spine here. Great. Take a really deep breath in, everybody. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows and lower your entire body down to the mat so your belly is even touching the mat. Lower all the way down. Great. Bring the tops of your feet down if you haven't already. Walk your hands back just a couple inches. Pull your elbows in so they almost touch your torso. Nice. And then as you inhale, use your back muscles to lift your heart and chest up just a little bit. When I say lift your back, use your back muscles, I want you to be able to lift your hands up off the mat. That's what you're using. Good. Take a couple breaths there. I know it's a lot. Take a really deep breath in together. As you exhale, go ahead and come back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your heart and chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, come back down. One more time. Inhale, lift your heart and chest. And then exhale, lower your whole body down to the mat. So that's option 1 for your heart opener. That's called Cobra Pose. I want to give you a second option for a heart opener. This is called Sphinx Pose. So for Sphinx Pose, bring your elbows down beneath your shoulders and lay your forearms on the mat. So it's just like a Sphinx. If you imagine what a Sphinx looks like here, check in with where your elbows are. Bring them to just beneath your shoulders. So Shauna, you might want to bring your hands forward a little bit so the elbows are beneath the shoulders. Good, even a little bit further. So further than you think. Maybe 2 or 3 more inches further. There you go, great. And then from there, just like we did in Cobra Pose, squeeze your shoulder blades together a little bit. Lift your head up. So we're doing a heart opener here, right? So we're opening through the front of our chest. Take a really deep breath in there and notice what you feel in your low back. Notice how this feels a little bit different than Cobra Pose. Good, we'll do one more deep breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and then exhale, lower your whole body down to the mat. So Sphinx Pose was our second option. I'm gonna give you one more option for a heart opener. So go ahead and bring your hands down to underneath your shoulders. Good, press through the tops of your feet, and then inhale, straighten your arms. This is gonna be upward facing dog. This is probably the most intense one for the low back. So straighten your arms completely, push through your hands, lift, 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 straighten your arms completely. Good, take a really deep breath in, bring your shoulder blades together a little bit more, notice what you feel in your low back, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Whew, I know that was a lot. So let's review the options one more time. Inhale, Cobra Pose. That was the first one we did. Hands beneath shoulders. Use your back muscles to lift your heart. Good. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, Sphinx Pose. Elbows beneath shoulders, hands forward on the mat like a sphinx. Good. Exhale, lower down. Final one here, inhale, upward facing dog. Press through the hands, straighten your arms. Notice how that one feels in your body, and if it's a lot on your low back, just come back to one of the first 2 options. And then this time we're gonna go all the way back to a different pose, downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under behind you and press your tailbone way up toward the ceiling. It's like an upside down triangle. Good, so I want you to check in with this downward facing dog. Notice how your hamstrings are feeling. If there's a lot going on in your hamstrings, you can bend your knees just a little bit to let your hamstrings release. Nice, and you might just try pressing one heel down and then the other. Good, sometimes that helps the hamstrings open up a little bit. Spread your fingers really wide, feel the mat beneath your hands. Good, and then let's take another deep breath together. So inhale through your nose, and sigh this one out through the mouth. Again, that felt good. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out. Last one here. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Okay. Go ahead and bring your knees down. Good. Bring your hands to just beneath your shoulders. This is an all fours pose. So this is gonna be option 2 for our home base. So we had option 1 was down dog. Option 2 is all fours. This is a good option for our home base pose. Option 3 is gonna be child's pose. Press your seat to your heels. Good, and you can have your hands forward or you can reach them back behind you. This is option 3 for our home base pose. And all these options are gonna make sense in a second. I want you to notice how each of these feel in your body, and then we're gonna link them all together. Okay, take a deep breath in here together. Sigh it out. Go ahead and walk your hands forward if they're not already there. Come up to all fours. This is our option 2. And then if you like, you can tuck your toes under, straighten your legs for downward facing dog. This is our option 1. Okay, everybody take a deep breath in together. Let it out through the mouth. Good, take an inhale here. I call this the prep breath. Fill your lungs up, get as much air in as you can, and then as you exhale, walk your feet all the way up toward your hands. Nice. Good. Inhale, you can grab blocks here if you need them. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold back into your body. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Bring your palms together overhead at the top. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna put it all together now. Inhale, reach up and out. Bring your palms together at the top. Exhale, fold all the way forward toward your feet. Hands can come to block or the earth. Inhale, lift your heart and chest, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold back into your body. Inhale, step your feet all the way to the back of your mat. Hands come to the ground like you're about to do a push-up. Exhale, lower your knees and lower your whole body to the floor. Good. Inhale, you've got options here. Cobra, Sphinx, or upward facing dog. Use the breath to come into the heart opener. Exhale, all fours, child's pose, or down dog. And I want you to take the option that feels best in your body. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Let this one out through the mouth. Again, like that. Deep breath in. Let it go. Last full breath here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, here's the prep breath. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs up. And then as you exhale, you're going to come to all fours if you're in child's pose, or just walk your feet up to your hands. So tuck your feet under if you're in the all fours, and then make your way all the way to the top of your mat. Nice. Inhale, lift your heart and chest, hands to shins or blocks, the halfway lift here. Nice. Good. Exhale, fold back into yourself. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, bring your palms together overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart. Okay, this next round, I want you to really focus on the deep breathing. Inhale, reach up, bring your palms together at the top. Exhale, fold all the way toward the earth. Hands can come to blocks or they can come to the ground. Nice. Inhale, bring your hands to shins or keep them on the blocks. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold back into yourself. Good. Inhale, place your hands on the ground. If they're not there already, step your feet back to a high plank. Good. Exhale, bring your knees down and then lower your whole torso to the mat. Elbows in toward the torso. Nice. Inhale, your choice here. We can do Sphinx, Cobra, or upward facing dog. Lift your heart. Nice. And then exhale, up to you. You can do child's pose, down dog, or all fours. Take some deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Another deep breath in. Inhale and exhale. Okay, here's the prep breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Get as much air into your lungs as you can. As you exhale, make your way all the way to the top of the mat. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Lift and lengthen. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Bring the palms together at the top. And exhale, seal that practice at your heart. And do one more round together. Inhale, reach up. Bring your palms together at the top. Exhale, fold all the way down toward the earth. Hands can come to blocks or to the mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Get as much air into your lungs as you can. Exhale, step your feet all the way back. Place your hands on the earth. Good. Inhale here. And exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Good. Inhale, lift your heart and chest. And exhale, your choice of home base. It can be all fours, down dog, or child's pose. Good. Full breath in here. Let it out through the mouth. Good. Take another deep breath in. Notice the sensation of your hands on the mat. Let it out again. Last time. Deep breath in. And let it go. Here's the prep breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then on your exhale, make your way all the way to the top of your mat. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold back into your legs. Nice. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, seal that practice at your heart, hands to heart. Good. Take a moment here. You can close your eyes if that feels natural, or just put your eyes on one point. And then just take a moment to check in with your breath and your body. So notice if your heart's beating fast or slow. Notice if your body feels warm or cool. And then notice where your mind goes in the stillness. And if you find it wandering off or judging or criticizing, see if you can anchor it in this moment, in the feeling of your feet on the earth, in the feeling of your hands touching one another, and in the sensation of air going in and out of your nose. Okay, you can bring your hands down to your sides. We're going to change it up here. I'm going to have you step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Keep your right foot right where it is. Great, and get some good distance between your right and left foot. Notice where your right heel is and where the left arch of your foot is. See if you can, just as a starting point, bring the right heel to the same line as the left arch. So walk your left foot in just a little bit. Great, or your right foot in. Good. Go ahead and bend into the front leg. Nice. We're going to take a warrior two here. So reach your right hand all the way toward the front of the room, left hand toward the back of the room, and then turn your torso and your heart so it's at the side of your mat. Beautiful. And you can set your gaze on your middle finger if you like, toward the front of your mat. You can set it on a point on the floor, or if it feels nice, you can close your eyes. We're just going to take some really deep breaths in here. So here, it's really important to bring in the deep breathing. When we're talking about exercise for the nervous system, your breath is key in activating the rest and digest part of your nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system. So what we're doing in your legs here is we're asking lots of blood to go to your muscles. And what that does is it activates your fight or flight system a little bit. So right now, in your legs, your body's a little bit like, am I running from a bear right now? Because we're sending a lot of blood to the lower muscles. But what we're doing with your breath, if you breathe really deeply here, is we're telling your body it's okay. We're not running from a bear. We're just in yoga. And we're calming your body back down. So let's do that with 2, maybe 3 more breaths. Take a really deep breath in here. Let it go. Good. Again, like that. Deep breath in. This time bend a little further into the knee. Okay, last one here. Take a really deep breath in and let it go. Good. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Turn your right toes to face the same direction as your left toes. And then turn your left toes to face the back of the mat. So right toes to side of the mat, left toes to the side. Yep, great. This is just a lazy transition is what it really is. We're going to do the same pose at the back of the mat. Bend into your left knee. Great. If your toes aren't facing the back of the mat completely, see if you can turn them all the way. Great. And then bend into the left knee and send the left knee toward the left pinky toe. Great. See if you can, again, come into a sense of strength and foundation in your lower body. Great. And bring that breath in. This is the most important part of the practice, deep breathing. So again, it's kind of like we're raising the lever of the sympathetic nervous system. We're kicking you into a little fight or flight, and then we're telling the body, come back down to even keel. It's okay. We're not running from a bear. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Again, like that. Inhale. Sometimes it helps to let it out through the mouth. Last one. Deep breath in. Exhale, let your shoulders come down your back a little bit. Nice. Okay, inhale, unbend the left leg. Turn the left toes to face the same direction as the right toes. Inhale, reach both hands overhead, just like we did at the beginning of the practice. And then exhale, we're going to fold all the way forward with a wide stance this time. Hands can come down to the earth. They can come down to blocks. Let your head go left to right a couple times. Maybe shake out any tension that's holding on there. And then again, we want to bring in those deep breaths. I think of like the breath is like the Google Translate of the nervous system. Like I tell my body all the time, like, chill out. We're not running from a bear. Like nothing's happening. But the body doesn't seem to listen to that. I have to do the deep breathing to calm my body down. So let's do 2 or 3 more of those deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. See if you can bring a little more ease into your head and neck. Inhale, exhale. One more time, deep breath in and sigh it out. Okay, different transition this time. Turn your right toes to the front of the mat like you did at the very first pose. Great. And then walk your hands all the way to the front of the mat and bend through the front knee. Yep, you got it, Jess. Great, Shauna. You're gonna come onto the ball of the back foot if you haven't already, and then everybody drop to the back knee. So drop your left knee down to the mat. Great, walk your right foot all the way over to the right side of your mat. So just kind of shimmy it over. Great. If you have a blanket or something soft around, it can be nice to place it under the back knee. So I'm gonna place one under Shauna's knee here. Great, and then turn your right toes, that's the foot at the front of the mat, turn them to 2 o'clock on a clock face. Great, flex your foot and then roll to the outside edge of that foot if your body allows you to. And when I say if your body allows, if you get pain when this happens, don't do it. Just keep your foot flat on the ground. But if it feels all right, you can roll to the outside edge of that foot. Great, and you can stay right there. Shauna, I think you stay right there. Just if you want to, it looks like your body might let you come down to your elbows. So you could come down to your elbows. Great. And then again, we're gonna let the head and neck release. Maybe take it left or right a couple times. And even though this is not so much of an active posture, I want you to bring that deep breathing in. So we've done a lot of flowing movements. We've gotten that fight or flight system up a little bit. Here we're practicing self-regulation. So we're practicing bringing the body home. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. Good. Come on up to your hands if you're on your elbows. Good, and then everybody, you're gonna step your right knee back to meet your left foot, or left knee, I'm sorry. Great. Hands and knees, you can move the blanket out of the way if you like. I can help you with that here. Great, hands and knees just beneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. We're gonna do a couple cat-cow poses. So inhale, lift your heart and chest, drop the torso back down, so gaze up toward the ceiling, lift the heart and chest. Great, and then as you exhale, do exactly what you were doing before, Shauna. Pull your belly button toward your spine and round your back. Nice. Good, inhale, drop your navel down, gaze up toward the ceiling. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, gaze up, open your heart, and exhale, round. Good, come back to a neutral spine. Walk your left foot all the way up to the front of the mat between your hands, and you can use your hands to help you if you need to. You're gonna do the same pose on this side. You can place a blanket underneath the knee if you need to. Great. Go ahead and walk your left foot all the way to the left side of the mat. Turn your toes to 10 o'clock on a clock face. Flex your foot and roll to the outside edge of the foot if it allows you to. And then check in with your body. If your body is feeling great here and you're getting a really nice opening on the outside of that left leg, you can come down to your elbows. If it's feeling like a lot, just hang right where you are. So we're getting into the hips. We want to be slow and really respect any tension that's arising. Take a couple really deep breaths. So especially as we get into these parts of the body that often hold a lot of tension, we want to go in with our breath and again, soothe, calm the nervous system, let it know that we're safe, we're on a yoga mat. We don't need that fight or flight system ramped up. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. One more like that. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Okay, walk up to your hands if you're on your elbows. Press firmly into each palm and then step the left knee back to meet the right. Do another couple cat-cows just to clear it out. So inhale, lift your heart and chest. Exhale, round, pull your navel to your spine. Inhale, lift, gaze up, open your heart. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Great. Come back to a neutral spine. Sit down onto your heels. And then you're going to swing your legs around. So you're seated on the mat. going to get into a final heart opener here. So there's a few options for you here. If you've got a bolster, grab a bolster. If you're at home and you don't have a bolster around, I use a pillow, and sometimes I stack a couple pillows. Firmer pillows are good, but if you've got like super soft feather pillows, just stack a couple on top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the bolster right at the base of your spine. You can also roll up a blanket here. So that's what I'm going to do for you, Jess. So I'm going to roll up the blanket. And what we want to do is create a nice support for the spine to support our heart opener. And because these blankets are a bit short, I'm going to roll up a couple. So it gives you plenty of time at home to get this ready. Nice. And then once you've got this nice support lined up behind your spine, you're just going to lay back onto that support. So head on the bolster, head on the pillow if you're at home. And then you've got options here in your feet. You can keep both feet planted on the ground like Jess has got here. Jess, I might even have you bring your feet a little wider and then knock your knees in toward one another. This is really grounding. Or another option, and Shauna, you're welcome to take this option, is to bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. This, for some of us, feels a little open and vulnerable, but for some of us, it's a really nice hip opener too. So you can try both. Notice what feels good. And then you can bring your hands to rest on your belly, on your heart. You can bring your hands to the earth. You can allow your eyes to stay open or close them, whatever feels best. We're going to take some really deep breaths. So as we wind down the practice, I want you to come back into your body. It's not like we've ever really left, right? But sometimes the mind wanders. So see if you can kind of rein that mind in and come into the sensations happening inside your body right now. So notice the beating of your heart. Notice the sensation of your body on the ground. So where your feet make contact with the earth, where your tailbone lies heavy on the mat. Notice the feeling of breath moving effortlessly in and out of your lungs. See if you can deepen this next inhale, pulling a little more oxygen in. And see if you can let just a little more go with the exhale. If you like, you can stay here for Shavasana, extending your legs to the end of the mat. You can keep the bolster underneath your spine, or if you want, you can move the bolster out from underneath you and lie flat on the mat. Shavasana is some of our favorite pose. And for some of us, it is the hardest and the most challenging pose we do. So whatever it is for you, I'm going to invite you back into presence in your body, back into awareness of this moment. back home. Begin wiggling your fingers and toes. Bring some movements into your wrists and ankles. And then if you like, you can take a long stretch, reaching your hands above your head. Point your toes, get long. If you're blessed and have someone practicing with you, you can say hi. Great. And then go ahead and pull yourself into a little ball if that's available to you. And if not, you can just kind of come to rest. Good. Roll yourself onto one side or the other, whatever feels best. And then come up to a seated position. I want to thank you wherever you are for practicing with me today. And I hope this practice has been an opportunity to come home to yourself and to bring a little more ease into the experience of being you. You can bring your hands to your heart if you like. With gratitude in our hearts for ourselves and for one another, we say, Namaste.